Hello there. Welcome to FUNDAY Friday. I am your host, Larry J. Come on in. Make yourself at home. I got some Reese's. Have to get me a little Reese cup. It is so cold out there. I hope y'all staying warm out there and bundled up. I got my little rug that I pulled up off the floor. Even though, what is that? I don't halfway. I put it on every now and then. This Reese cup kind of hit it. Mm. Mmm. Mmm. It's so good. I have another Reese cup. I don't know what it is about Reese cups when you eat them. They're so good. I hope y'all done had y'all last night. What some of y'all had for dinner today? It's Friday. Mm. Y'all seen how I didn't even bite it. I just ate. I need to get some water. This is some sweet tea. Mm. Now I will say it's not good to eat. You eat something sweet and then you drink something sweet behind it, because then it tastes like water. But on with this show. Thank you so much for tuning in to Say It Larry J. I had to get me something sweet. So yesterday I came on live and I had was it yesterday? Yeah, I had an experiment. I think it was yesterday or I'm trying to think. Was it yesterday? Thursday? I think it was yesterday or Wednesday or one of them days. Well, anyway, I had a taste for Chick-fil-A. And I decided I would go to one of the Chick-fil-A's around the corner from me. And I went to the Chick-fil-A. And when I pulled up, it was a Tesla, a white Tesla. They was sitting over in the to-go area spot where you place your order and they bring you out your menu. Not your menu, but your order and everything. So I pulled up. I noticed a Tesla sitting over there. And I wanted to sit there and, go in and get my food and come out and just people watch. So I goes in and I'm on mode 10,000. Now when I'm on mode 10,000, I'm more at a calm state. But if you pop off and you say the wrong thing to me, I pretty much just clap back on you. That means your feelings get shattered, they get shattered. I just pretty much and I do it in such a polite way. But I'm not gonna say anything to you off at first. Like if you say something off the wall to me, I won't say nothing. I may ignore you, but just because I ignore you, I'm giving you your pass. That means go on now, go on now. So I went in this Chick-fil-A and I placed my order. It was a little girl. Now this what was funny because it was a little girl. She was up there. And sidebar note, when y'all hiring some of these people, make sure when y'all hiring these people, y'all interview these people. Please make sure you all interview these people when y'all interviewing them, asking about their customer service experience. Do they know how to interact with customers? Because she called me up, sir, I can help you right here. I was fine with that. Now, as soon as she called me up, she said, what is your name for your order? I tell her my name for my order. And she said, what will I be getting for you today? She was just so kind and polite. Well, what should I name him? Hmm. I'm gonna call him Xavier. Xavier comes by. That's not his name though. I could name his real name, but I'm not. Xavier comes by. She in the middle taking my order. Xavier come out and slide the card. It ain't funny. He come out and slide this card on her thing, like, excuse me. And he slides this card and he walk off and she's standing there and she like, okay, what am I supposed to do? What am I? And I'm looking at her register. It say register closed. It say register closed. I'm like, now, how you come by, Xavier, and slide your card and close this girl register in the middle of her actually taking an order? So then she proceeds, she's like, well, I guess I have to move to another register. I guess you do too. So she moved to another register. Now the register she moves to is out of receipt paper. So then she tells me, she tells me some, well, so the other girl comes up to her and she was like, well, I just want you to, she tell the other girl, she said, I just want you to know, keep in mind that Tesla is still sitting outside. I just want you to know, this register is out of paper, so they're not gonna be able to get no receipts. Who's not gonna be able to get a receipt? So then the little girl, she tell me, well, sir, I hope you, this is how she said it. She said, sir, I hope you don't want your receipt because it's out of receipt paper. I said, well, okay, well, who problem is that? That means if it's out of receipt paper, you're supposed to put some more paper in there. How you gonna tell a customer we out of receipt paper? Oh well, deal with it. So I'm saying, no, you have to put. And she stands up, then frees up, and she said, she tell the other girl, she said, oh, he want his receipt. Yes, I want my receipt. So I'm standing up there. So she proceeds to take my order. I tell her I forget the number, but it's a chicken strip 3-count meal with a large fry, no salt, large come out. See, you got to be detailed with them. You got to tell them large fry and large drink. Because if you say large fry, if you tell them you want a large size, they don't understand large size. Oh, you want the fries or you want the drink? Which one you want? I want it all. So I just said large fry, large drink, a sweet tea. And she's like, oh, okay. Okay. What would you like to drink? I didn't say anything. I said sweet tea. Tell her I want a sweet tea. Where's the receipt? So, I kind of let the little receipt slid off. I said, okay. But I said, nah, I feel like we finna go left field with this. Because the little girl I'm already came up and told her, wait, you're not going to be able to get no receipt because it's out of receipt paper. Put some in. So I goes and I sits down and I just watch. I just watch and just stare. So these people came in again. As I'm telling the story, this Tesla is still sitting outside. They waiting on their order. So these people came in that had mobile, well, not mobile orders, but they were delivery people like Instagram, what it is. I forgot some of the name, like Uber Eats and places like that. They were coming in because some people had placed their order. How about these people ain't got none of their stuff on the shelf? These people ain't got none of that stuff. Now, see, when you do deliveries, before them delivery people get there, most of the time their stuff will be actually prepared and ready. So they just come in, they just pick it up, and boom, they on their way. It might be, no, it ain't Instacart. Some about deliveries. So they get in, it's 2, 3, 4 people in there, they wait. They wait. They wait. They wait. I'm waiting. And so I hear the guy say, fry no salt, fry no salt, fry no salt. So he tell the guy, fry no salt. So he looks up there. And now I have this timer in my head because I know how long they fries should cook and be done. Then I hear him say, where's the fry no salt? I'm going to need y'all to drop a fry no salt. Didn't you just tell him to drop a fry no salt? So I didn't say that. I was just sitting there the whole time. Them folks in that Tesla, they still sitting in their car the whole time. No people that's waiting like Uber Eats and deliver cart and all of that stuff. They standing there waiting on order. Then now they starting to come out, bring these people their order. And I'm like, okay, I ain't got my order yet. So I'm sitting there somewhere over the rainbow where birds fly. I'm off key on purpose. You know how some of them folks be at church, they be off key, and you be like, and they be thinking they be singing that song. So I should go pour me some more tea. Y'all hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to pour me some more tea. I'm coming, everyone. I need to pour me some more tea. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, la 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 la. I had to go get me some more tea, y'all. I'm back. So the people still wait, and I'm like, well, darn, it's about going 10, 15 minutes. So the two look, one of the, not the girl that was taking my order, but two other little girls, they working in the front. And they running around in the front. Tag, you it. I got you. And I'm like, what is this? I'm looking like, what is this? They said, tag, you it. Tag and Chick-fil-A. These people, excuse me, these people are waiting on that. So this older white lady, and I kind of figured she was the manager along with this other guy. And I'm like, okay. Tag, you it. No, you can't do it. And I'm sitting up there. I'm just sitting up there just, I'm not saying nothing. Now, what broke the straw on the camel's back? Because this guy came up. Them folks still, now the people on Uber Eats and Instacart and what's the name of the other one? Deliver something. Deliver foods or something. Them people still out there in their car, in their Tesla, waiting on their order. They ain't got their order yet. The whole time I'm telling the story. The whole time I'm sitting there. They ain't got their order yet. So what broke the straw in the camel's back? A gentleman came up to place his order. And he placed his order. And as soon as he finished placing his order, I see what looked like my order coming up. So they done bagged it up and everything. And one of the little girls that were playing tag you it, Jay. And instead of her coming to me, she dive off and she veer off towards that man and just place his order and hand him the bag. So I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there just like this. I'm sitting there just like this. So the guy, he turns and he looking because I'm just sitting there just like this. I'm just sitting there just like this. And so he said, well, ma'am, this is my order. I just got finished placing my order. He gives it back to her. She didn't sweat it. She was, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Jay. And she walks up, oh, you Jay? So I gets up and the straw in the camel back broke. Ma'am, little girl, you need to start paying more attention to what you're doing. And so the guy, he was like, well, I just gave back too. I said, I know. I said, ma'am, you need to start paying attention to what you're doing. You just gave that man my food. You didn't even look, see, ask. No, Jay, here. And you just handed the man my food and he just finished placing my order. I said, see, all y'all. So everybody stops because it were like 7 people that were, how is 7 people working in the front and y'all can't even get these folks order right? Because folks were coming in like, you didn't give me this. Oh, you forgot to give me this. They forgot to give you this because they're up here playing tag you it. So I say, if y'all stop all this playing up here, I said, this is a business establishment. I say, you up here playing tag. I say, another girl that's on the register, she like, she don't know what's going, and she up there in front of me. She telling me, I didn't have anything to do with it. I said, I know you didn't have anything to do with it, but I'm saying in general, everybody back here playing tag. I said, where's y'all managers? Where are they? Now, mind you, they standing right there because everybody looking at me, including the two managers, the older white lady and the guy. The guy, he had like he was scared to raise his hand. He raised me, and she looked. Oh, I'm one. Can y'all please come over here? Can y'all come over here in this corner? Can you please tell me why y'all letting these people just run rogue up in this restaurant, play like they playing Squid Games in here, red light, green light, gold, yellow, red, and y'all not saying that, and y'all just acting like this is normal. I mean, this is what we do. Let's all say this is what we do. Y'all acting like this is what we do up in here. They playing tag you in, you getting orders wrong. You done gave Jay order to fill up. This lady still sitting out here in her Tesla, and y'all just have neglected and forgot about her. So by the time I say, you know what, and I told the guy, because the guy he real cool and stuff. I said, you know what, I'm gonna give a pass this time. I said, please don't, this can't be happening no more. Y'all are managers, y'all are leaders. How y'all letting me? And so everybody's still looking. And so he told me the people in the back, they forgot. How they forgot? They don't listen. I mean, y'all, and I'm saying to myself, I don't work in fast food restaurants. We couldn't actually go in these folks' jobs and restaurants and businesses and play like this. I mean, we did play, but we had to be serious, make sure we were paying attention to these people order. We wouldn't, they say drop fries, we ain't hear nothing they say. Except when I almost like to burn that lady hand off. So I was sitting up there. So now that I done got my order and I go back to the car, that Tesla is still sitting out there. That white Tesla with them two women sitting there, still sitting out there because they in here playing Squid Games, y'all. They done forgot about y'all order. So I guess the lady, she got fed up because I'm sitting there eating my order. She got fed up. Let me go in here because it is taking them too long. They forgot you. They did. They in there playing Squid Games. The only difference was they were playing Squid Games. They just didn't have that guy called the manager. You know, the manager was the guy on Squid Games that kept all of them in check. If one of the workers got out of hand or just was defined, he just blew their head off and walked off like it wasn't nothing. Next, clean this up. And he kept it moving. He didn't ask no questions. They just didn't have a manager. They had two, but anyway. So that was my little experience with, because you know they're different. It depends on what arena, what areas you go in Chick-fil-A. Because some Chick-fil-A's you can go to. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to stay under 10 minutes. Some Chick-fil-A's you can go into, you get the most superb customer service, especially even if they have little children that are working in there and the little babies and stuff. And some Chick-fil-A's, because they let them run rogue and let them do whatever, I mean, no telling what type of service you may get. But that was my experience. This sweet tea is so good. On from Chick-fil-A, tag you it. You know, I said yesterday I was going to talk about Hershey Walker Kisses. And I got into an interesting conversation because I had a certain meeting Thursday that I went to, and I was talking with this guy. He has a extensive background in finances and IRS and all of that stuff. So I was talking with him, and you know, not mistaken, but I think because they didn't actually reach. Why I don't understand why did they just didn't say Ralph won or you don't want, because he did have like what it was. I think he had 49 to, from when I last looked at it, to Hershey Walker Kisses 48%, but they talking about you have to be over 50, 51% or something like that. So I think you have to, it's another, we have to go vote. It's December the 6th, but I'm gonna try to go sometimes December the 2nd if I can, and go re-vote. Who I vote for? That's a good question. So on Hershey Walker Kisses, I wasn't gonna dig into it, but I started playing Inspector Gadget because I was being optimistic. Y'all or we have said different things. And I said, well, it possibly can't be true. I'm quite sure this man has some type of professional background. And I said, these people, they have just been saying that this man, he just played football and how could you want to go play and be a Republican senator? So I said, well, I'm just going to go dig to see. So I went to digging and digging. And yes, he played football. He played for this football team. He played for that football team. He played for that football team. And I said, okay. So I decided that I was going to click on his professional background, not just as a football player. Saying, well, since he played football, I'm quite sure he have done something else. I didn't get anything except he played football for this team. He played football for that team. He played football for that team. Okay. So I said, oh. So I'm really digging because I'm really trying to see, okay, clearly did he go to school for law? Is he working in the law field? He had some type of prosecutor or attorney or some dealings with policies and everything? Well, I couldn't seem to find anything. Except, I guess all I just saw was he played football for this team, and that team. And he decided he wanted to wake up the next day and he wanted to run for senator. Mind you, let me pull back this conversation that I said I had a meeting with. So, when people want certain people to fulfill their agendas, they may tap you on the shoulder and help finance because they have an agenda and they need for you to do it. So I decide to pose the question of who is behind in financing Hershey Walker Kisses. And I'm not going to name no names because I have the article that I read it. But it's 6 billionaires that have poured a certain amount of money, because they want Hershey Walker Kisses to win. And I said, this is very interesting because, you ride by and you see a lot of Hershey Walker Kisses in people's yards. But he does not, even our former president Barack Obama said he does not have a background in making policies or any type of legal background or law. So I said, this is very interesting. Why do they want this man in this office? Because when people want to fulfill an agenda, they don't care whether you know it or not. They know you don't know certain things. That's why they need you in the position, because that way they have a tranquilifus doll. And if you don't know what a tranquilifus doll, if I'm saying it the correct way, it's one of those dolls that it's really a dummy. That's what they call it. But it's one of those dolls that you can buy. Tranquilifus is more the more etiquette way of saying it. But you put it on your lap and you go to talking and you make it seem like the doll is talking. So you move the doll's mouth and he would think that it's the doll talking because you project your voice in such a way that you give people the indignation that it's the doll. So I was saying to myself, and I thought about this conversation that we was having. And we was talking about, and he was discussing as well, when people want a certain agenda, what they do is, if they want people because there are certain legal laws in place that really promotes um what's that word I'm looking for? I can't think of that word, but really the word means I can't think of that word. It's a certain word that when you bribing, is I think it's not bribing, but it's pretty much where you having a hand in something, you having more of the upper hand. But there are some laws in place for that. But I'm trying to think of the proper term that is called because there's a word that is called. But anywho, you have people in high positions. They get together, they have meetings, and hey, let's pick you to actually get in this position. And how they do that is they put up a lot of funds. Now you see the amount of money, the dollar signs, but you don't know where those dollar signs go. So those dollar signs could go to different companies, could be companies that let me rewind. Companies that has no type of affiliation to them. So therefore if things go down, they won't get dirty. So they pump the money in those. That's why like you starting to hear and see a lot about Hershey Walker Kisses. Because they need this person in here to fulfill a certain position. And I'm trying to think of that term that they imputed in the laws to where it legalized them to do it, but not to do it. And I'm trying to think of the term. It's not bribing. It's kind of in a way where you have a hand in dealing with the election, but you really don't because it can't be traced back to you. So when they got Persian Walker Kisses, that's why they want this man in here. Now the agenda, I'm not. I didn't get that far because I was like, I'm tired of reading up all that stuff. But anywho, we have to vote again. And no, I'm not going to call them folks' names up here. It's public information. All you have to do is just type in the question. It even tell you how much each person gave. So, oh, I'm doing very good. I got 5 more minutes. I reached 10 minutes. So on that note, I thought that would be my little spiel for today for Funday Friday. But make sure we more than likely have to go out and vote again because it was a draw. At least they said it was a draw. They saying it's a draw. They just didn't want the candidate that they wanted. They did not want the candidate that was supposed to go in to go in. So we need to have a redo. Now, whatever y'all need to do to make this happen, we need y'all to make this happen. All right, last time before when they found them ballots in the trash can in the Savannah River and everything else. Oops, it slipped. Ballots stuffed everywhere. Just make it happen. We need to do what it do. Do what it do. You didn't hear this from me. You heard that from Kermit the Frog. That's what Kermit the Frog said. Google him. He'll tell you what he said. But anyway, have a wonderful Funday Friday and enjoy yourselves this weekend as well. Make sure you stay. Make sure you stay bundled up. Y'all know I don't pick this rug up off the floor now. Gotta stay bundled up. If you got a rug on your floor, you can pick it up and wrap it around you too. Just make sure it don't have that hard bottom. See, mine have a soft one. Now, really, this is actually a blanket. Sometimes people have to be careful what they tell y'all. They just like Beyonce went out there and told y'all folks go out there and well, she didn't say quit your job. She sung a song about quit your job, and some of y'all would take it to the extreme and be like, you know what she said quit. She didn't tell you to quit your job. She really did. You just took it upon yourself to quit your job. I'm gonna make myself happy. I'm gonna make myself happy. Release my mind. Release your job. I'm comfortable in my skin. Y'all have a great night. Good night.